a fan of the Americans in the sense that nobody shares my sentiment for the Filipino. First and last, Filipino talaga. We will, in our foreign relations with the world, the Philippines will pursue an independent foreign policy. We will observe, and I must insist, I repeat, I must insist on the time-honored principles of sovereign equality, non-interference, and commitment to peaceful settlements of disputes to best serve our people and to protect the interests of the country. We have every right to pursue an independent foreign policy without interference. I have talked to Xi Jinping. I'm going to China. I will open up all avenues of trade and commerce. They can come in. And kung wala pang panahon, because I could not amend the Constitution right now, then I can give them 60 years plus another 60 years. By that time, you won't need your factory here already. I've been talking with Prime Minister Medvedev. Nag-one-on-one man kami doon. Wala nakaalam noon. And I said, nag-one-on-one. Matagal kami, sabi ko na, I think I'm about to cross the Rubicon between me and the United States. At least for the 6 years. I would need your help in everything. Trade, commerce, and I will open up.
Mr. President, you have clearly moved away from the United States. Why do you think it is necessary for the country to distance itself from its long-standing ally in Asia?
Just because I'm going to China doesn't mean to say that I'm moving away from the United States.
But you talked about pursuing a different paradigm.
What I'm saying is that please do not be too discourteous for us. Because if you think that we are bad, you are in a bad company, you need to go. I mean, so what kind of a friend are you that instead of following the normal process of due process for my country, when I was mayor, it was okay. But when I was a president, you should be careful. Because whether you like me or not, I may be insignificant to you, but I carry the burden of sovereignty. So if you begin to insult me in international fora, without any going into a legal investigation, put to shame every Filipino out there. So with that, in this venue, Your Honors, in this venue, I announce my separation from the United States. Both in military, not maybe social, both in military, but economics also. So please, you have another problem of economics in my country. I have separated from them. So I will be dependent on you for all time. But do not worry, we will also help as you help us. Thank you. Nothing against America. We're perfectly all right. Trump is my friend. But my foreign policy has shifted from what of that pro-Western. I now have this working alliance with China, and I hope to establish a good working relations with Russia. Since I took office, we have shifted our foreign policy to reflect our developmental priorities. This has borne much of the proof. The Filipino future is much brighter because of this. Asia's development experience shows us that it is futile to simply mimic the West. We have to find our own way to the challenges of the age. We will focus on policies that befit the Asian mind. We shall continue to assert and pursue an independent foreign policy. Our long-term national development and national security goals come first. We shall continue to reach out to all nations regardless of their prevailing political persuasions or proximity to or distance from our shore, so long as this nation wish us well. I'm charting a new course, not really separate from America, but more of the colonial vestiges of the practice of diplomacy. Where we go, right after the independence in 1947, we have always been guided towards what policies. And for the longest time, we never had any concrete relations between Russia and the Eastern Bloc at that time, because they were pictured to be the enemy of democracy. And democracy then, to the Western world, was their monopoly. And that the rest of the world were totalitarian or ruled by despots and tyrants. The America and the Philippines, hindi niya alam na ano kaya ikaw, ma'am, I'm sorry to say, you are not really qualified to run for president. You do not know your role in this government. Yung foreign relations with other countries is vested on the president alone. Maraming mga armas dito na nakalagay sa Pilipinas ang Amerika. And do you know that they are slowly converting Subic into an American base? Yan ang hindi mo alam at hindi, wala ka sigurong alam. Kaya huwag kang mag-alam, huwag kang magsalita. Yung Russia pati Ukraine, agawan sila dyan. I just pray to God that this will not really go out of control. Sabi ko na nga sa inyo, probably you might have heard me on TV na delikado ang mundo. Once they start to push the button of nuclear warheads or nuclear bomb, or sabi nga ng isang commentator, it will melt the world. 1,000 ang nuclear warheads na. Sa Hiroshima, that was a primitive bomb. Nagasaki, nawarak yung pwesto. Flattened to the ground. Kung 1,000 bitawan, we stay neutral. But reality tells me that in the end, we'll just have to select which side we would be.